It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. I'm Bob Zadora. I'm here with David.
Hello, sir.
It's
How
like
are you?
old times.
It is.
We're here. It's the morning show for the 12th day of September, 2024.
Already September. Already the 12th day of September.
We're at the 12th day of September already. It's not just September, it's the 12th day already.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's doing well. The weather's been nice. We've had good days.
I know, right?
You know, I mean, they said it was going to be a lot warmer yesterday, and hard to believe that they would get the forecast wrong, but it was nice.
No way.
It was nice. A little breeze. Humidity wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
It makes it really nice when you jump on one of them buggies we've got to take people around, and the air feels nice and cool as you're going to the RV of their choice, and it's not just sweltering hot. I mean, I'm actually starting to wear a T-shirt under my
Shirt
polo.
under your shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, what should I wear this morning? And I did the same thing. I was like, well, we'll see how this goes. But it's supposed to warm up a little bit today, so that's okay. But they seem to be taking the rain out, and it doesn't seem to be as desperate as it was, so that's good.
Yeah.
If you follow farming at all, thing came up yesterday on one of my posts about the rain down in southern Arkansas. This is like prime time for harvest for the cotton and for the rice. So we'll see how that affects the markets and those if you're in the futures market. If you're a betting man on the futures market, there may be something you may want to know. But other than that, things are nice, you know. What else you been up to? Working hard?
Working hard. Yeah, we've done real well this week. Very busy at the RV, at Blue Compass RV, and so we like that. You know?
Yeah.
You think September, is it going to start to slow down? Not usually. Usually it's November.
Well,
that
yeah,
it
because by
starts to
then people are
taper.
kind of locked in.
Yeah, you've got your full timers and you've got your people that work on the road, and they're constantly year round that you'll see them.
Sure.
But pretty much your summertime campers, it's done.
Yeah.
So
But you get some that have retired, and they're this is what they've been waiting for. They've been ready to retire. Now it's a great time to travel.
Yeah.
If you can kind of pace yourself with the times of schools getting let out and stuff, you can see a lot of great places. The weather's better. It's a little cooler.
Yep.
Places aren't as tourist places aren't as
Exactly.
crowded.
That's the big kicker
and
right
that's
there.
what I talk about. People that come here all the time, the adults, as I call them. They've retired. They didn't travel during the summer because it is hot, and they didn't want to go to the lakes that were all as crowded as they could be, and the fishing and everything else. They can come now.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Weather's still great.
Yep.
Restaurants are still good. Accommodations are still good, and you're much happier in coming now.
That's exactly
So
right.
whether they're taking RVs or they're staying in Airbnbs, it's a great place to be any time of the year, but it's especially now as we come in and as we get through September and get into October and the leaves start to change. If we could get a little more rain, I think it'd help the leaves and the trees, because I've seen a lot of leaves on the ground, and you can see, like when you look through areas, you can see farther into the woods,
Yeah.
as it were, because of the leaves that have fallen already. They're not all falling at one time.
No.
But they're starting one here, one there, and that's all it really takes to get through some of the foliage view when you're looking down.
And but then it'll be a quick change, the colors, and
Yeah.
a lot of people say, gosh, that was fast, that your fall colors were here and gone.
Yeah.
And so
But yeah, if we can get a little rain, they'll stay on a little longer, and that'll help the trees survive the winter a little better as well.
yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a few dead trees. We're working on a project, and there's trees that you can see them starting to fall out, and the branches
Sure.
are bare already on the tops, and I don't think that's a good sign for that tree. I don't think that's the way that's supposed to go.
No,
But things just Mother Nature.
it is.
There's nothing we can do about it.
As long as
just
we don't get
Mother
flooding,
Nature.
just
Yeah,
we need
well,
a
exactly.
we need a rain, but
Yeah,
not a
well,
downpour.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
yeah.
we'll see, and we'll see how that goes.
Very good.
So we should start with
Yes, start the show. Hospice of the Ozarks. Yeah.
Hospice of the Ozarks presents a morning prayer. They do a great job of helping people. I know a couple of people that are over there and help with other people help with the hospice work. They're there for you at a very challenging time, and they can help you. It's not just about the death of a loved one, it's getting to that place. It's being able to care for them in a loving way and just make sure that they're okay and that you're okay, that things are getting done, because they do it all the time. I mean, thank God we only lose a parent once. You know, they help people do this all the time.
Yeah.
And the most trying time of your life, that's when they're there. So I'll ask you to join me in a morning prayer, and brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks.
All right.
Holy Father, our country seems to be in a bit of turmoil right now, and we pray for your blessings and guidance to help us through these times. We pray for leaders. We pray for leadership. It's very important that we understand it's all in your hands, and we're hoping, sometimes we hope that you just don't clap when it's in your hands, that we can get through these times, and we keep moving forward. And watch over the warriors, those at the tip of the spear, our first responders, the police and fire, who are with us all the time, looking out for us and are willing to give their all for people they don't even know. We ask this and all things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Again, Hospice of the Ozarks presents our morning prayer here. They're at 870.
It's there on the paper.
Right. See,
There you go.
David, you're the best.
I did notes.
870-508-1771. 870-508-1771. So before we go to the weather, we're going to take a little commercial here for the Z Team.
All right. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Now, that's a good-looking crew.
I know, right? It definitely is.
I like this cup he used, too.
Yeah.
The weather.
Yes, sir.
Temperatures, you think?
Well, let's do this right
Do the
here.
cameras?
Yeah, there
Okay,
you
let's
go.
see what we look like, because it was
The
clear
White
this
River.
morning when I left. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
You
love
can
that
see.
shot.
A little cloudy, which is good. It'll help keep the temperatures down a little bit and enjoy the good weather. To the right, as you look at this, is Mountain Home all the way out there. That little stick that's sticking up, depending upon how big your TV is, you may not see that, but that's the Witch's Tower the Witch's Hat water tower in Cotter. There's the ball field right down there below us. And then all the way to the left is Bull Shoals, but you can't see the fire tower out there because of the cloud cover. River not running too high. You can see some of the beach. It's not running too fast, so they mustn't have too many generators going.
Yeah.
Beautiful Cotter, great town, just all part of God's country. We watched the cows. There's a little green spot out there on the left at about 10 o'clock. And we watched the cows out there moving around and stuff. It's just kind of just little things that,
There's a boater out there now.
There's boats out there.
Yeah.
They're running. And I kind of like the river views more than the lake views, because it seems like there's something always going on.
Yeah, movement.
The movement makes a big difference.
Yeah. And there's the other shot where you got a camera that'll move around, zoom in and out different areas.
Exactly. It comes in and out.
Train station.
We're going to the train station right now.
Where are we going?
Woo woo. There's nobody there.
Nope. Sometimes we catch them. Sometimes we catch them when the train's
and
there. There's people walking around.
The trains are very unpredictable.
Yeah. Do you get them at all times?
They come. Yeah. Sometimes they'll come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, blowing. It's like, are you nuts?
Yeah.
And then you won't be nothing for 2 days. It's just kind of a.
Hit and
I don't
miss.
know how the whole thing works.
Sure.
It's probably, if there's nothing to pick up, they must pick another track and go around and go from there. But that's small town America. I mean, that was what Cotter was at one time, the county seat. And that was before they put the dam in, obviously, and they were able to control the flooding a little better.
Yeah.
But all the things that used to go on, and the water was, as it is, water is so precious to all of us.
Right.
So,
Very good.
all right, let's
See
hit
some
the
temps.
temperatures. In Mountain Home, 66. Harrison is 63. Batesville is 65. Yellville 66. Marshall 66. Salem is 61. Mountain View is 66. Why is that all the way over there? It's probably going to blow your ears out now.
There we go.
Calico Rock is 66. It'll take some of the echo out anyway. West Plains is 61. Springfield 66. And Poplar Bluff is 65. St. Louis, Missouri, it's 58 degrees. So it's days are getting a little shorter and the temperatures are starting to drop a little bit. And I think that we'll continue to see that. The radar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it on
As you
out.
can see, that's what's left of the hurricane that has come up through the Gulfport. It moved a little farther east than they had first projected, and so the rain has moved itself a little farther east. I don't think we're looking to get as much as we did. I think we're well under an inch from the weather report last night and this morning.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, so flooding, as you mentioned, isn't going to be a big deal.
Let's see how she's moving. There's a little play button right there to the right.
Little play
There
button
you go.
right there, that one.
Let's see what she's rolling. See, it looks like she's trying to come north, but she's more east of us. So.
Yeah, that heart is more east. It's kind of breaking up when you see like out in that Fort Smith, Little Rock area. It's just kind of breaking up before it gets here.
Yeah.
So
See
hopefully we
something,
can get
yeah.
a little rain because we could certainly use some. And as we get into the morning, that's where we are now. But as we get farther into the morning, it's coming close, but then it's just kind of not. So by the afternoon, the main thrust seems to be over Memphis and Jonesboro. They've been getting rain on that Gulf Coast from New Orleans, Gulfport, Pensacola, Biloxi for like, it seems like, when was I here? A week and a half ago?
Yeah.
And it was raining down there then. It rained on Thursday. They've been really getting hammered down there.
Yeah.
So let's get a little closer to where we are here. Make sure there's nothing on it, so Scooter doesn't call him in. And we got nothing. Literally nothing.
Looks good.
Anywhere. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, I guess. Get the kids get to school and not have to worry about weather on the way.
Definitely.
So we have national weather. These are watches and warnings. Obviously, there's going to still a few down here on the Gulf course and coming up into Louisiana and Mississippi. Some flood advisories, flash flood warnings, probably a tornado warning or two mixed up in there just because of the ruckus caused by these hurricanes coming in and breaking little storms off. This stuff out here is a red flag warning for fires. It's pretty dry out there. You're in South Dakota, Wyoming, these western states. It's dry out there. And there's a lot of fires out there right now, and you can kind of see some of the haze in the sky.
Is that why at the end of the day, when the sun is setting, it's still, on the horizon, you can look straight at it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's eerie, kind of, that it's just this big red ball.
Big red ball.
That
And you see that big red ball. That's the debris that's in the air.
Huge.
Right.
But you can look straight at it.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to look
You're
at
not
the sun.
supposed to look at the sun.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you can
That's
see
that
you
haze.
can see that haze is
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. And that's
Okay.
all the debris and smoke and all the ash and everything coming up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I was wondering why we could see that. I was looking, I even took a picture of it. The phone doesn't pick it up like the eye does, but I was like, how am I able to look straight at it?
yeah. Sometimes the cameras pick it up better than the eye.
Yeah.
Because I've had that with lightning, and I put the camera on the TV, and I could see more with the and I got the windows right next to me.
Yeah.
But I could see better and with more detail with the cameras because they pick up the different light waves
Yeah.
that your eye doesn't necessarily pick up the same way.
Yeah.
So it's
You
kind,
gotta-
of, kind of an interesting phenomenon.
You got a better camera than mine.
What's the one on these?
Yeah, yeah,
These
yeah.
cameras here.
The
that
White
we
River
use.
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
the White River cam.
Yeah.
So today, extended forecast today is a 30% chance of rain with the high of 76. Tonight, there's a 70% chance of rain with the low of 62. Some light patchy fog. Tomorrow morning, 50% chance of rain with the high of 71. Friday night, low of 61. Saturday, a high of 81 and a low of 63. Sunday, 83 with the low of 63. And Monday, back up to 85. But we're getting out of summer. There's still a few days left on the calendar anyway, but we're getting out of summer and we're getting more into fallish. Saturday morning, I got community news coming up, so don't get ahead of yourself. So there's, like I said, there's a slight chance of rain today, a better chance tonight, but we'll see how that works out. Looking at the radar and the way it's coming in, doesn't look like it, but we will see. Pollen count, tree pollen, none. Grass pollen, none. Ragweed dropped to low, but it's coming up again on Sunday because it had been pretty high for a couple of days. Lake reports, Norfolk Lake, water level of 555.07. That's 3.7 feet above the pool. I don't know if I have... Oh, okay, Norfolk has no generation. That's been a pretty constant thing over there. They've
It
been
has.
working over there,
Yeah.
and they've been trying to get things fixed up. So they've run
They turn it
minimum
on
flow, and,
rarely.
and that's really it. Bull Shoals is at 654.84. That's level is 4.165 below pool of 659. And they have one generator going, and you can kind of see that it's coming by the house there.
Let's look at your weather.
Let's look at the weather.
That's
it. I clicked through all those little
did
things.
good.
You did a great job, David. I appreciate it very much.
No problem.
So the weather and the dam reports brought to you by the Z Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty. Give us a call, 870-405-0793. And we'll be right back with community news and events.
Very good.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise. For all
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show here on XL7-TV. We are going to discuss community events,
But first,
but first, we're going to talk about Ozark Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Yes, sir.
They have more stuff over there because I go by there a couple times a day running back and forth.
Me too.
And they've got Yeah, exactly. They've got a ton of stuff out there. They got new stuff. They've got used stuff. They've got stuff we're coming into harvest for some things. I know some of the guys were talking about trying to get an extra cutting of hay in. If you need anything to help you with that. Parts and service.
Yep.
Got it all.
Deals going on right now. I can remember the 0 down, 0% for 84 months on select models.
Get down here to where I want to be.
Yeah. Here, and I'll pull that picture up
They've
right
got
there.
little tractors. They got big tractors. It depends on whatever it is that you need for your. That's the whole thing. You're going to get what you want that's best for you and for your job at your place.
Yep.
You take you out, let you drive them, push them around. They've got a number of brands there. They go from Kubota to New Holland, from agriculture New Holland to construction New Holland, which I'm going to guess is a much bigger unit. Bush Hogs, Land Pride, and Skag Power Equipment. They've got a ton of stuff.
Definitely.
So-
And you can't miss them. It's like a sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands.
That's right. I mean,
Every time I go by, your eye naturally gravitates because of those colors.
It does. It does. And like I said, they got UTVs, lawnmowers, spreaders, balers, everything you could want. They've got right there at Ozark Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Yes, sir. All right. What we got?
What we got? Saturday, we have the Paul Bunyan breakfast at St. Peter's. They have scrambled eggs, biscuits and sausage and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee and juice. It's served you on a real plate and brought to you to your table. So, I mean, you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to do nothing. You sit down with your friends, you sit down, you make some new friends. It's great. So it's $9 for adults, $4 for kids under 12. That St. Peter's is at 249 Dyer Street. It'll be in the Parish Life Center, kind of in the back on the right there. Saturday, September 21st, from 7:30 to 10:30. And a part of the proceeds are going to go to Hospice of the Ozarks. The Knights of Columbus does such a good job with charity here in town, and the number of charities that they sponsor very quietly. They don't make a lot of noise about it, but they do a great, great job in this community. Another thing that's going on Saturday is the Marion County Music on the Square is going to be sponsored by the Republican Committee of Marion County. So come on by, stop by, say hi. We'll have Trump signs out there. We'll have tickets for our dinner, which is the 28th of September. We can talk to you about that there. But stop by. Music on the Square is always a good event. In Cotter, there's no music here on Saturday night. So the weather's going to be good. So stop by in Yellville. And I said Cotter, but I didn't mean to say Cotter. Yellville.
Cotter.
Yellville Music on the Square, Saturday night. Tickets for the 14th annual Taste of Twin Lakes is Thursday, September 19th at between 6 to 9 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. As we know, Serenity is a domestic violence nonprofit organization that provides emergency shelter and outreach services. To learn more about Serenity, visit serenityinc.org. So this event's been going on for a number of years, 14th annual. They do a great job there. You can come and you can try. There's new restaurants that are in town. You've been thinking you wanted to go there. You can stop by, get a little plateful, see what you think. Brings family, friends, feed everybody, and it's for a great cause. That's a bigger thing. It's a great cause. Serenity does a lot of work, as do so many of the charities here. I mean, there's no shortage of people that turn out to help, and that's really a good thing.
When she was here, she was talking about 12 different vendors.
Great.
Food trucks and restaurants that's going to be there, but that's going to be some good food.
Oh yeah, yes it will. And if for a $50 donation, I mean, it costs you how much to go out to eat anyway, just about now. I mean, it's a whole nother topic, but we're not that far from that. Do you have your chili your chili thing that we were talking about the other day? Or was that this past weekend?
I think it was this past week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And then the 19th annual DAV Veterans Appreciation and Outreach Picnic is going to be October 5th at 11 o'clock. That's going to be in Arkansas State University in Mountain Home. All the veterans, active military, and their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, and camaraderie. Visit each table for information and giveaways. It's going to start at 11 with the Star Spangled Banner being performed by Leanne Jackson. Katie Laney Project's going to be on from 11 to 1. There's food. There's all kinds of things. We got a bunch of VIPs from the VA, and there will be services provided there, and you can bring, they'll have ID cards, things like that. So if you have questions about any eligibility that you may have, whether you're a brand new veteran who just got out or an old veteran like myself, you can go there and find out that, oh, I didn't know that. And I've had that happen to me. I was talking to one of the service officers over in Marion County, telling me something like, really?
Yeah.
So, because I think the Vietnam guys came home kind of quiet, and we just kind of stayed under the radar because of the circumstances.
Yeah.
But there's services that are available to all of us. If you're a veteran, stop over there and see if what they can do to help you out.
Yeah. I do have the taco one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Into the Light, a local organization serving child victims of human trafficking, is planning the Taco Soup Tuesday to end human trafficking. It's an event here in Mountain Home on Tuesday, September 24th from 4 to 7 p.m. The public is invited to drop by the River Bible Church at 3395 Highway 62 East to make a donation for taco soup to dine in, or you can take it to go. And for more information, call 877-743-7348 or visit intothelightus.org. Any organization that helps with human trafficking, trying to combat that is a worthy cause. So, go by there. That's September 24th, 4 to 7 p.m. at the River Bible Church at 3395 Highway 62 East. I said just make a donation for some taco soup.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Be real good.
Saying tacos, chili, it all kind of
Yeah,
ran together.
it's-
And that was what happened to me. That was
And
where
then after
that
you
came
said
from.
chili, I was like, wait.
But he meant this.
That's okay. That's okay. What do
So-
we got on? We got the website for the Chamber of Commerce, and they have their community calendar, which is
Calendar
always
events.
cool to see. They got their calendar of events at enjoymountainhome.com. It looks like different meetings are going on.
The Master Gardeners are going to meet today at First Presbyterian Church at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. All My Sons, the play at the Twin Lakes Playhouse. Get great reviews. I talked to some people who'd gone there, and they said it was very, very good. And that's going to be at 7 o'clock on Friday. Twin Lakes Playhouse is at 600 West 6th Street. You can give them a call, I bet.
Let's see what we got there.
There
There it is, 870.
At 870-424-0444, or go to twinlakesplayhouse.org and see what
They do great plays.
exactly. And
They
you can
really
see
do.
what's coming up. You can see what other events they have going on.
Ooh, the Purple Door Dollar Sale. That'll be
Ooh,
good for Serenity Inc.
Another great cause.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of items for $1.
Yeah.
$1.
$1.
No, you ain't getting nothing.
The
nowadays for
the
$1.
dollar stores raise their prices for God's
Yeah,
sake. How can-
exactly.
So
go to the Purple Door because
There
they're going
you-
to have a $1 sale. When is that? Looks like
that
September
13th through the 15th, so that'll
Very
be
good.
Friday through Sunday.
Yeah.
At the Purple Door, and that's at 710 North College Street in Mountain Home. And that's, again, sponsored by Serenity and just a number of great charities that we have here.
Very good.
And real quick on Friday, there's a pot roast dinner at the Mountain Home Moose Lodge. That's on 5 South. Let's see, they should
There you go.
have. But here, tell me I got the address. You can give them a call. Oh, there it is right there. It's located at 4754 Highway 5 South. That's 2.5 miles south of the bypass. Give them a call, 870-491-5696 after 2 o'clock, because I guess they don't answer the phone until 2 o'clock.
Very
But
good.
Do that. So that's your community news for today. And if you have stuff, call. Send
Yeah.
a note to the station.
Yeah.
Let us know. We're always looking for stuff to promote your programs.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Take a break.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show. We're here on XL7, and as I go through my notes here, Allyson Dewey from the Mountain Home School District is here, is our guest, and there's always a lot going on in Mountain Home Schools.
Always.
Between the athletics and the
music.
There's so many things that go on there that we talk about football all the time on the station, obviously, but there's so many other things that occur and things for the kids to do, things for kids to participate in.
Something for every child is what I say at Mountain Home Public Schools,
There you
whether
go.
it's FFA in animals
Yeah.
or agronomy or the academic programs with our AP courses, our NJROTC, our music programs with our band, our art department. I'm going to leave something out. Drama. I was sitting watching a play years ago that our thespian group was putting on, and it just hit me. I thought, there is something for every kid. Like, we cannot say that we cannot get you tied into something. And 97 or 98% chance of graduation with involvement in one activity.
Oh, yeah.
Once you do two, you're up to 99%, and those are national statistics.
Because it motivates you to want to be there.
Right, it's important.
Yeah.
So we try to get our kids involved in whatever
You
we
feel
can.
like you belong a little better,
That's
too, I
right,
think.
like we all do, right?
Yeah,
Just
we all
in our
need
own
that.
lives.
We need a little pat on the back, and our peers.
Be a part of something.
Exactly.
Something.
Exactly.
Good stuff going on at Mountain
And
Home.
we have the, what do you really call this program?
Well, what I shared with y'all is our strategic plan for the next 5 years.
Okay.
And I thought that might be something that our community would like just a little bit more information on.
Definitely.
There was a survey sent out, I believe in February, to all stakeholders. So that was community, business owners, parents, students, faculty, and staff. And we asked them, what's important to you? What's important to you as we move forward for the next 5 years? And from that, the board, along with a group of administrators, looked at four basic tenets. What 4 things should we focus on as we move forward? Well, we looked at percentages, of what our folks in our community, our staff, our parents thought. And number 1 was school safety.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough,
Sure.
51% of the people who answered the survey felt like that should be a priority for the district. We did not even include academic success for all students on the survey because that's what we're in the business
Well, that's-
of.
yeah, that's a primary job.
We
That's
knew
number one, no matter
that's
what.
going to be a priority. Operational effectiveness was a combination of several areas, and then student and staff wellness. As we know, the needs of our students, which then in turn becomes our staff needs, they're increasing, they're changing. As society changes, so do the needs of folks. And so we
Sure.
want to really lean in and support our staff and our students, of course, as we move forward. But I'd be happy to talk about each one of those areas.
It's been kind of a confusing week,
been
and
a
there's
real
rumor and
confusing
innuendos and
week.
everything that go on, and so we could start with the school safety
Sure,
part
that'd be
of the plan.
great. So this week has had some challenges, as most of our community knows, as most of our viewers know, and if they don't, they just need to get on Facebook or tune in
Or
to
don't get on Facebook.
But we did have a not even presumed, we had a Facebook post that was let me back up. I believe it was from Snapchat, that some students had taken a screenshot of a post from we don't know where. They then added some commentary to the post, all of which was, I'm going to stay safe, not going to get me, those kinds of things. That immediately, Sunday evening late, I won't say went viral, but amongst our group of kids, I would say
it probably went viral. Yep.
My phone started about 10:30. Had gotten into some group chats, and it was kids. And first of all, kudos to our students and families, because our students had this screenshot of a Snapchat to a Snapchat first, right? And they told their parents.
Yeah.
Immediately. I had emails just from our district webpage of people saying, look online, what's going on, these kinds of things. So the timing of the issue was terrible. 10:30, 11 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
We knew then, of course, Mountain Home Police Department was immediately involved. Our SROs were activated. Arkansas State Police had investigators on site quickly,
Great.
by early Monday morning. I think 3 a.m. was what Lacey Holland told me was her last phone call, and she is our head SRO. She's I'll say it wrong. I think it's Lieutenant Captain. I'm not sure what her official title is, but she does, she's in charge of our SROs on campus, on our campuses. I had phone calls and text messages from Eddie Griffin, our chief of police. He had state police on site. FBI was already involved. Because of the timing, we did not feel like we could say, you know what, parents, we didn't have enough information for our families at that point.
To make it, you couldn't make an informed decision.
Right. But we knew, I felt confident enough to send my child to school, but I also had a little more information probably. So we let parents make a choice on Monday. Because of the way the threat was worded, we also let them make that choice on Tuesday. However, by Monday afternoon, the city police had issued a statement that said they kind of had come to the end. You know, it was that was all they could. That's where they had to stop, because they had interviewed as far back in our community as they could, and the FBI said that's where we don't know. And I have heard anything from AI to bot generated Instagram post that our kids just posted and shared on. But if the bottom line is, every single threat, every time
avenue of
a child
investigation
says something or Snapchat something, we take it seriously. Nothing is taken for granted. Our children's safety and staff safety and our teacher safety not taken for granted. And I think our community should really feel good about the work that their city police did this week.
Oh, yeah.
The work that the city police SROs, you know, those are employees of not only just the district, but they technically are Mountain Home police officers.
Sure.
And we have an armed police officer on every campus in our district. That's 7. We also were able to employ a district staff member who is in charge of our safety and security, and our folks may not know that, but we actually have Eddie Helmert, a former SRO, former Mountain Home Police Department member. He is actually a district employee who is working to coordinate all the safety efforts within the district.
Great. It's good to have everything go to one person.
Right. Yeah. So do we have areas we can get better at? Absolutely. And that's why one of our strategic plan categories is school safety. And as we look through the priorities and goals for school safety, you'll see that goals are ensuring that our crisis plans are up to date, that they're visible, that our staff are ready to react and act. We want to be proactive. We don't want to be reactive. This is where your crisis drills come into place. Crisis team readiness. On every campus, there's a crisis team. Our folks may not know that. They were meeting last week, you know, well before this had ever taken place, and they've met throughout the years, but we actually enacted them. Officer Helmert, staff member Helmert, said, you know what? I would think our crisis teams can help this week. Let's just have them on our perimeters, wearing vests, watching things, just being more aware.
Just a little show.
So our middle school nut, he enacted that group to help us. Safety and security personnel present and active on campus. This is our SROs. This is Eddie Helmer when one of our SROs has to be out. The police department does a fantastic job in helping us with reserve officers when one of their own SROs is not able to be present on campus. And so some of our folks may not have seen or may not have thought that they saw extra police on campus, but there were unmarked vehicles.
Yep.
And I did see those on the kindergarten campus. I did see yesterday as I was driving to the junior high, I saw police not on campus but across the street, kind of in those areas where they like to hide and give us tickets, right? They were there.
Yeah.
And I just want our folks to feel safe for their students. I want our staff and faculty to feel safe. You know what? Our faculty and staff is awesome. They showed up.
Of course. They showed up.
They showed up for the kids that were there. And we did. We only had about 20% of our kids present on Monday and Tuesday.
Wow.
Things like this are terrible. And things like this disrupt what we're there to do.
Exactly.
And that is to teach kids. And, I had somebody send me a text, one of our teachers, and said, this is not what we went to school for. And she's right. But what we did go to school for is to take care of kids.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do that.
And you're going to come up with new and better ways to do it.
Looking at some things for the future.
Sure.
I have already made some phone calls. I have been a little hesitant on metal detectors in our high school just because I don't want our kids to feel I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you I've been wrong.
Yeah.
That is what we need to do. That is how we're going to be moving forward. We already have appointments with some local companies, a local company, and then we're looking outside local areas as well, talking to districts. I know Officer Helmert has he has an actual company coming in to give us a demonstration of what could work for our high school. You know, those things, our kids carry things in their backpacks like Chromebooks.
Right.
So we know that that's a we have to be careful
It's
with
gonna
which
be a
metal
project,
detectors we
right.
pick because those Chromebooks are going to set them off. But at the end of the day, we just want our kids and staff, faculty, and most in our community and family to know that we're safe. Our kids are safe at school. And, you know, I've said, I had somebody ask, did you send your child? I still have a child in the district. And I said, yeah, I sent her.
Yeah.
I did. She got up Monday morning and went to school because I do trust the work that we're doing. And I think if folks know that,
And the
maybe
problem
that
is caused by
helps.
the havoc of something that
it's
you
havoc.
have.
That's
I mean,
exactly right. But wow, what work that our folks, our police department,
Yeah.
FBI, state police working together, hand in hand. Sheriff's deputies were ready if we needed them.
Yep.
That's what we see in our community.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we
Exactly.
see. They support us. They work with us. They collaborate with those SROs. There is a lot of really good in a horrible situation to be able to find.
Right, right.
Very good. Let's we'll take a break.
We'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll cover some more.
All right.
We'll be right back here in the morning show on XL7.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show here on XL7. I'm here with Allyson Dewey. She's the superintendent. Oh, see, it was right there on the bottom. The superintendent of Mountain Home Public Schools. She's here today talking about the four-step program that they've initiated over the school. And we've covered school safety, which is everything else is kind of built around that.
Right.
So we're going to talk about some of the other programs, and I'll let you take the ball with that.
So as all of you, as y'all know, if our kids don't feel safe at school, we're not going to get to number 2,
right,
which is the academic success of all students. That is a goal that, that's our priority number 1, right? We know that is what school is for.
Yep.
To teach kids. And one of the cool things that I did not mention earlier was when we were developing this plan, not only did our community staff have some initial say, we had groups of teachers, administrators during the summer. Teachers are not on contract, counselors, not on contract, and they came in and they wanted to be a part of the committees to develop the priorities and goals for each one of these 4 sections. So really a shout out to those folks because it is that important to them. They weren't getting paid. They said we want to be a part of our district being successful moving forward.
Sure.
So really a lot of buy-in to this plan. So if you look on academic success for all students, we have 4 goals. and that is the first one being increase academic achievement by improving learning for all. And so this is for all learners. This is for our kindergartners, our high school students, our special education students, our gifted students. We want to improve what's going on as far as academics. Every child can learn. Every child just learns a little differently sometimes.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to ensure all of our students are college and career ready. You might have heard with Governor Huckabee Governor Huckabee. That was terrible.
It's okay, Sanders.
Huckabee Sanders.
It's okay.
So,
She answers to Huckabee.
No, well, so with Governor Sanders' plan, we're seeing a lot of emphasis on career readiness.
Yes, that's a good
well, the
thing.
district years ago committed to a plan for career pathways for our kids, starting in pre-K. So we know that not every child's going to college, but those that are need to be ready. We know that some of our kids are going straight into career paths. You know, they are ready to step out and be selling real estate after some training.
Yes.
All right. Welding, plumbing, HVAC. There are some fantastic opportunities for our kids that don't involve a 4-year college degree.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we want to make sure that there's awareness as far as those areas for kids. Another thing is our PLC model. This is professional learning communities. This is an opportunity for our teachers to get better at teaching and our students to get better at learning. And once again, goes back to that academic achievement for all. So this is just a model of how we want to do business in our schools as far as using data to support the instruction of our kids. And finally, a commitment to a collaborative culture. Goes right back to that goal number 3 with those professional learning communities, because we teach better in collaboration. Bottom line for teachers, working on an island is not good for anybody. I was on the phone yesterday with the superintendent from Harrison, right? I'm calling him for advice with questions, because that's how you do the best work.
Exactly.
Is reaching out to those that maybe have been doing it a little longer, or maybe you're just doing it differently and it's successful.
You don't need to know everything. You need to know where to go to find it.
There you go. And so we want to encourage our staff to collaborate.
Sure.
Not only for their kids, but also with their families. Help our families know what's going on in our district. So operational effectiveness, that was priority 2. We know that facility planning, super important. We want to create and execute a facilities plan that is the needs and the wants for the district, looking forward 5, 6, 10 years.
Sure.
As to where we want to be as far as our facilities go. We know that we do have some facilities issues in the district. Those have not gone away. We brought those forth about 18 months ago. It's be 2 years in May since the last attempt at making some facilities updates. But this isn't just about facilities updates. This is knowing where our HVAC systems at all built campuses are. What's going to need to be replaced? How do we need to budget? Our roofs. Our roofs have been graded A, B, C, D, E, and F by companies.
Yeah.
And we know where we're going to have to be replacing some roofs. And
Sure.
those could cost anywhere from
Roofs are
$500,000 plus. I think
Yeah.
at our
Oh,
Guy
yeah.
Berry campus to our junior high was almost $2 million to
Yep.
replace. So it really depends on what you're replacing it with, right? Well, you got to think ahead. You got to be planning.
Yeah.
Create a plan to retain and recruit highly qualified personnel, not only in the certified area but in our classified. And this includes being able to pay our classified employees more. We have some areas where we're getting better. We were able to raise our bus driver salary to $18 starting. Of course, the more experience you have, the longer you're out, the more you're going to make. But $18 an hour, it was a huge improvement from where we were.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will continue to work through each and every classified group, allocating resources appropriately while maintaining financial stability. We don't need to be spending more than we're bringing in. We need to be efficient with the funds that are allocated to us by our taxpayers. And I think that's what our taxpayers want to see. They don't only want to see us be effective, but they want us to see us be efficient with the funds that we're given. And finally, goal number 4, communicate the good. We need to make sure our community knows the good things that are going on in Mountain Home Public Schools. And I'm going to tell you something, XL7 does a good job of helping us do that. They want to help us, along with so many other resources.
There's so many people that want it, but you got to blow your own horn.
Communicate the good. Make sure that our community knows not just the things that we're struggling with or things like what happened at the beginning of the week, but they know how we're working to fix that. Yeah. What's good? Folks didn't know that we had an SRO on every campus.
Really?
Folks didn't know that we had our own employee as a certified school safety officer. So we want folks to know. We want them to know how our band is doing, how our football team is doing, how our little guys are doing as far
robotics.
as our robotics.
You've got programs that are nationwide.
For everybody,
and
exactly.
You think of Little Mountain Home.
Right. NJROTC just got back from Pensacola.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Tons of opportunities for our students.
Yes, indeed.
And then finally, our student and staff wellness. That is the final priority. And what's interesting about this one is this group, the group that met, and the names of this team are on the very second slide. The committee that met following the determination of this being a priority. And by the way, this is mhbombers.com. You can find this plan and look at it more fully. But if you look at that health and staff wellness committee, those folks, we thought, okay, we'll meet with them once. Matt Sutton and Heather Hatman led that group, and then we'll offer Zoom or we'll offer just some emails back and forth to finalize this plan. Oh no. You talk about a group that took this seriously. They met multiple times. That is how important student and staff wellness is to our folks and for our folks. So we want to first make sure that our students' physiological needs are met. So these are, food, water, shelter, clothing. We have homeless students, almost 100, I think, in the district. Really? And that's last count. That means doubled up, sleeping on somebody's couch. Your whole family's living with your aunt because you just got here. You're in a camper or a tent out at one of the lakes or the river. So we want to make sure that our kids have plenty of food, shelter, water, clothing. And once again, our community, if I was to put out a need right now on XL7, it would be met within the hour, if not the next 2. They take care of our kids. And so I definitely think, can we get better at this? Always. But do we just, the main thing on this one, as I look through the more detailed plan, they want to make sure that our staff knows how to help our families and our students take care of these needs. So it's almost communication here. Because like I said, we can get the needs met with this community. Goal 2, prioritize positive mental health and social emotional development for our students. These are not just buzzwords. This is real. Our kids have needs that they have never had before.
Right.
And I was talking to Stetson Painter yesterday, our state representative, one of them, and we had a conversation about funding. Help us be able to take care of needs that we've never had before, because it takes money, right? Everything takes money. But that is definitely something that that this group felt was important, that I feel is important, that our board feels is important. And finally, we want to make sure that our staff members have access to mental health and wellness supports and resources. We know that if our staff is doing well, guess who's doing well?
Well, because it starts with
right.
Because if they're
That's
not taking care of
starts.
themselves, they can't take care of the kids.
And this is not just mental health services for staff. This is making sure that our campuses are celebrating the good, celebrating what's going on in our schools and on their campuses, making sure teachers know how important that they are to not only the district as a whole, but to each individual kid that walks in their door. They are important. Our staff is important, and we need to make sure as a district, as administration, as community, that they feel that and know that and have the supports that they need, because the challenges are real in our schools today.
Sure. And they will pass that down. If
Absolutely.
they feel good, they're going to pass that on to the kids.
Absolutely. That was a lot of words for me today, right? So it's
great job.
It's been a week, but we will come out better for it.
Sure.
I hope that our community, our families know how important they are to us and how important it is that they talk to us.
Yep.
Let us help you feel better about things and share your ideas. Had a phone call from my mom right before I went home yesterday. She had some great ideas, and I was able just to say, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And that's what we need. We need folks to reach out and talk to us. I did go to the Oakland Community Center and had a drop-in on
Okay.
Monday evening following, what had been a pretty tough day, and left there feeling like $1 million. Not that the questions were easy, or that we have a lot of support in a lot of areas, but folks need to know. They need to know what's going on. They just want to feel validated and heard, and it was a fantastic experience to kind of move those drop-ins
And you're
out
going
of
to pick
central
little
office.
tips and clues up as you go through.
Absolutely, because our folks in our community have great ideas. Share them. Let us know.
And their kid picked up something
that's
that
right.
you were totally
that's
unaware
right.
of. I mean,
Can't
that's
promise
the
we
biggest
can
thing.
do every single idea they've got, but I sure can promise we can look at it.
Sure.
So anyway, those drop-ins will continue. We'll do one in Mountain Home and our central office in October, and in November we'll be out on the road again. So we'll kind of alternate those back and forth. So please, folks, come out. We're
Come
going
out.
to try to get close to you.
There you go. And that's all you can ask for. I mean, it's a cooperation
We gotta
between the
listen.
students, the teachers,
That's right.
and the administration.
And our board wants to listen. Our board, Lisa House went with me to
Yeah.
Oakland, and we'll take somebody else with me to
And you got a great board.
Henderson.
We have about 5 seconds.
Lots of good stuff going on. We'll talk more about that next time.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you tomorrow here on the morning show on XL7.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.